Welcome to Spooky Southern Storytime. I have a really good story for you guys today. Some of it is like a little bit dark, but not too terribly dark. It's actually about the Feu Follet. If you know anything about that, the Feu Follet, it literally means fire of the marsh. Yeah, it's French for fire of the marsh. It is about what some people would call will-o'-the-wisp or fairy lights or, whatever sparkly little things happen to float above the swamp in the middle of the night. Some people think it's fireflies, others think it's the spirits of the dead coming back to say their final goodbyes. Others believe the Feu Follet are malevolent spirits luring you to your death in the swamp, which they do, and they have. So some of the stories of the Feu Follet, some believe they are the spirits of the dead leading you to your death because they are lonely. It's said to be a green or a blue light bobbing along the water, leading you deeper and deeper into the marsh until you're hopelessly lost and you get sucked down and devoured by the swamp. Still others believe they are a wandering angel or a child that wasn't baptized or died while still nursing. Some say that the Feu Follet returned to the nursery while the baby is sleeping, and if it wakes up with rosy cheeks, that means the Feu Follet has returned and sucked the life from the baby. To ward off the Feu Follet, mustard seeds are thrown around the nursery all over the floor, and the spirit is compelled to count each and every one of them, leading them to forget all about the baby in the nursery. But yet others believe the Feu Follet is the spirits of the pirates who buried treasure in the swamp, like Jean Lafitte, will lead you to your death. Because most pirates, of course being pirate captains, they needed someone to guard the treasure because they didn't want anyone else to get it, would kill one of their own crew to keep watch forever through death over their treasure. The Feu Follet is to be the spirits of those pirates leading you into the swamp, supposedly to the treasure itself, and then leading you to your demise. The Feu Follet have not only been seen in the marshes, they've also been seen in the cemeteries as well. Most people believe, it's just swamp gas, but people have seen colorful little lights bobbing along the tombstones in old cemeteries in the middle of the night. They hear whispers, sometimes they hear laughter. What could it possibly be? I'm going to read you a quick little story of what happened to two men who were working upon Lake Pontchartrain one evening. They saw a soft blue light moving through the trees that awakened them out of a dead sleep. Having heard the legend from local people, the men grabbed their shovels and ran after the spirit, hoping to find the buried treasure. The light finally stopped, sinking into the ground. They dug furiously, and after a few minutes, they hit something hard. Using their hands, they brushed away all the dirt, and they found the top of a large wooden chest. However, one of the men, whose greed overtook him, struck the other with his companion over the head with the head of his shovel, knocking him to the ground. As the assailant began to pull the chest up in an attempt to get it out of the hole, the ground beneath his feet began to sink. As the other man started to awaken, he was horrified to see his friend's last moments screaming in terror as he and the treasure sunk beneath the ground. Frightened that he might share his friend's fate, the man ran back to his tent, stayed awake all night until the sun rose, and when he came back, all that was left were the shovels from trying to dig up that treasure. As he left, he heard laughter behind him, but he dare not turn around, for he didn't want to be a victim of the Feu Follet and be put in the ground.